come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm litty. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spend. Better kill it and did it again. But the intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it.
Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it.
I just got bags from Prada. Rolling up. I'm in a brand new model. It'll be here tomorrow. I don't got fears or problems. Only got real ones round them. Only got. It take a week to count it. Then I'm back up. Name the place and we pack up. Running these racks up. 100 meals a week after. Dying from laughter. When they come to handles, never had one. With a bad one. Made a meal today and they my last one.
Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up.
I can't take no loss. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down to get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm litty. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spend. Better kill it and did it again. But the intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it.
Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it.
I'm moving too fast, I can't stop. Wiping it down when the paint hot. Left hand on the wheel. I'm closing the top when the raindrop. I'm keeping the game in the headlock. When throwed and blinded my dreadlock. In the end zone with the mad dot. One phone call, get it dead stop. I feel like I own the season. Say one thing, just give me a reason. Knowing you're mad, I'm undefeated. Top dog, making it even.
Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up.
I can't take no loss. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down to get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm litty. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spend. Better kill it and did it again. But the intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it.
Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it.
Okay, Coach, thank you. We are about 4,300 miles away from you there in Orlando as we come to you from the European home of the NFL, London, England. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New York Giants and the London Monarchs. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. The first carry for the former Nittany Lion. This is Saquon Barkley. 10 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd down. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break.
Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast and a big sack. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. Now Saquon Barkley. And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. Nothing there, no gain, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 15. Throwing on 3rd and long. Jones. He's going to go deep for Funchess. It's caught inside the 25. A big gain of 39 on 3rd.
Well, things are looking pretty darn good on this first drive, aren't they? Came right out, set the tone, this time with a big pass play.
And if the peek behind the curtain that they gave us or their game plan, I don't think that's going to be the last one we see.
I think you're exactly right about that.
Here's Jones on 1st down. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Charles, a little bit of feast or famine on this drive. They moved the ball okay, but they've been sacked twice now.
And they've got to figure out how to plug that leak a little bit, right? Keep them away from the quarterback because when he's not being hit, as you mentioned, they're moving the ball well.
48 for Mike. Check, get it.
On second down, Hooks. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A second down play results in a loss of 2 yards. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Operating from the gun, Jones. Got a man, it's Brown. A gain of 8 there on the 8th play of the drive.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Had just the one big play on the drive, but that was enough to put him in field goal range.
Yeah, one big play of what they hope will be many others throughout the game. Every team has a different target for the number of plays like that, those explosives that we talk about. That allowed them to put points on the board on that drive. Let's see how the rest of the game goes.
Check 55 to Mike. Hey, keep it up, keep it up. Check 24, check 24. Watch twist. Check. Check hot route. Hot. Hey.
They run it for the first time with Tony Pollard. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14.
A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009, 2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Hey, let's get some penetration here. Let's get some pace. Mike, 55. Right there in the middle, 55. Let's get it together, team.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And they're going to be set up in the red zone right around the 17-yard line.
Good job.
10 logo. Score. 61. Matchbox light. Go.
Now Jones on 1st and 10. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, 2nd down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Yeah.
They'll try the left side. Hooks trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
Watch the whip.
Throwing Jones. Eluding the pressure right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. DeMarcus Lawrence able to record his 5th sack of the season.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long, why are you calling play action?
Yeah, because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and that leads to a play action sack. This fielded at the 2. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They are still in search of their first points in the ball game, but only down 6-0 as they begin with a first down. So the drive's going to start with Pollard. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Switch.
On 2nd down, it's Pollard. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Switch. Check three. Go. Hold. Hey, check.
Looking to throw. Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. It's caught at the 10. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Amari Cooper, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. Point after, up and good. And they take the lead here at 7-6. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They've probably got some adjustments to make because they've moved the football okay at times, but they haven't been able to get anything consistently going, have they?
What you worry about is it almost turns into a basketball game where one team's coming down and hitting 3s, and you're coming back and getting 2s, and you steadily lose ground. In this situation, you're talking about touchdowns to field goals. They want to put in the end zone and put those 6s on the board.
Yeah, they've been settling. That's why they're down on the scoreboard right now. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. Jones now to throw on 3rd down. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Brown. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
Well, he talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds. First down, and it's Pollard again. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Yeah, and that was a safety that came through and made the play. But there's no doubt in my mind, he hits like a linebacker, and we see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we?
And that time we do indeed. A big hit for a loss. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. A good job defensively to hold that to 4 yards, and now it's 3rd down. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. That's complete to the tight end, Saubert. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And no field goal try here from the red zone offense out there. They'll go for it on 4th.
Rush in, rush in. Rush in.
They'll run for it with Pollard. And nowhere to go. He's going to be stopped behind the line. He needed a couple, but he didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. And the Giants are going to get the football back. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Now they're about to come up on drive number 4, but so far just 2 field goals on drives 1 through 3.
Wondering if the head coach has talked with his offense coordinator and said, look, let's go ahead and press this a little bit. I'm giving you 4 downs on just about every occasion to try and get this offense kick-started and have it culminate in touchdowns. You know, maybe someday you press it a little bit. This might be the case.
No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
And it brings up 3rd down.
2 runs for a net gain of nothing. Now here's 3rd and 10. Jones from the gun, he'll throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. A good return there, 17 yards. And that will come the offense as they take over. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go-around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you've got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. Here's 2nd and 8. Flush to his right. He's going to look end zone here for Cooper. And it's caught. Touchdown. Amari Cooper. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is up to 8. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that could alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. As they say here in London, all to play for as we are back underway in the second half. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
It's a first down on a gain of 10. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. 2nd and 9 now. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. They'll look to throw here. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 7 yards there. Good enough to move the sticks.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Give the sack to Lorenzo Carter. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking scheme.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Alex Barkley. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Pretty good running there, 9 yards. Sets up a 3rd and 1. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory even if they don't get it, though. From the gun, Jones. And he will find his man on the outside. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37.
First down, Giants.
A give to Barkley out of the gun. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Again, it's Barkley. Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31, and then the defense rallying quickly after that broken tackle. It'll be a gain of 7, and they get it back to a 3rd and 3.
Big series right here. We got to step it up. Mike 48, Mike 48.
Here's Jones, operating from the gun. Well, the 2 men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. So it's a third field goal for him now. He's accounted for all 9 points. I look down to the sideline, though. You can just tell they weren't too happy for 3. They wanted 6.
No, they have to have 6. Look, he's keeping them afloat, but they really need to do exactly what you talked about. They need to get into the end zone and score some touchdowns. Otherwise, he's going to have to kick a lot more field goals than just the 3 he's already put through the posts.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Now a nice throw here, right side. He hauls it in, and he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 12 yards there and a first down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll run with Pollard, and he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. 2nd and 15. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 46. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. A critical error there in a tight game in the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter. Turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
On the run, it's Barkley.
I got you, boy.
Trying to get out wide, but he's going to be tackled right near the line of scrimmage. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up. The Giants on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is 3rd and 11. Now Jones finds his tight end Ingram. And to the 49-yard line, but no further. And obviously, he is well short of the 1st. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. 1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Back to throw. Jones escaping the pressure right. He may try and run for this. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down.
60 outlaw.
Get in the weight room. Get in the weight room.
Topper, topper.
Watch the shot.
Look at me, zipper.
I'm going.
A first down carry for Barkley. There to stop him on the tackle, Jack Sitchy. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
He goes full extension, and he's got it. A first down there on a pickup of 25. Jones now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Devin Funchess, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Giants are going to jump back in front. A big play looming for the Giants as they'll go for 2. Looking to throw. Jones. And now look at him go. He's at the 50, 30, The 20, 10, 5, and he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They've been asleep for a little while on this side of the football, Charles, and the score is just a one-score game now. Haven't had any points this half. What gives?
Let's go old school here. All right, let's get back to the basics. Get back to running the football, high percentage throws. Find the guys that eat pressure and make plays for you and make sure they touch it.
Take it into the end zone for a touchdown. Tony Pollard, his third touchdown now on the year. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. The extra point splits the uprights, and that will ensure that it will take a touchdown and a two-point conversion to tie it. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
First down, Giants on a pickup of 14. Back to throw. Jones. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10.
Check 48's the mic. Check 48's the mic.
Now Jones to throw again. Finding Sterling Shepard for his first catch.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
48.
They'll look to throw again. And Rudolph has it, the tight end. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They'll run with Barkley, and they are going to stop him on 4th and 1 as they'll wind up going backwards. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field.
Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now. Check.
They'll run on first down. Pollard. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8.
Kill. Turn it up. Kill. Turn it up.
Here's Pollard again.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Check 55 to mine. Right here. 55's one. Hey, D-line, let's get in there.
They'll set up a throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Touchdown! In for the score. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is up to 15 now. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And last time out, went for it on fourth down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on fourth down,
Caused all of that.
it caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. On third down, Barkley. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for fourth down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out.
Hey, Haywood. Shoot.
Jones now throwing on fourth down. They find some open field here. There he goes, right side. And put it on the board. It's 6, a touchdown. Now for the point after. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. They had the incomplete pass on second down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. He's going to let it fly. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's fourth down. The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on fourth. On fourth down, Jones. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Jones from the gun, he'll throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Jones. Going to throw again. He's going to let it fly. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And that will write a finish to this ball game. So plenty of smiles for the folks here as they head for the exits. It's a victory for their hometown guys, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better. And that got it done in this one.
So for the home team here, they're into the win column now as they move to 1-2.
the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle Show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle Show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. Yeah. I just had to let you know. Yeah. Give me that work and I can sell it. I put it on the line like I ain't selfish, nah. The story flip if I let you tell it. Put my heart and soul in so you feel it. I ain't never faking, I'm the realest since Tupac in imprisonment, claiming his innocence. Currently, I'm the greatest rapper in a sense. But any currency, I'm still guaranteed my wins. This is coming from within, I stuff for real, I don't pretend. When the OG spilling knowledge, bet it's best you soak it in. I'm a prophet to them scholars, got them chakras opening. Got them fixing up their octaves, now they truly focused in. I'm seeing 2020 visions. Daily manifesting on my premonitions. Best to keep it neutral, got my own religion. The brainwash, gotta make your own decision. My word is James Bond, I stay on a mission. Coming for the top position, ain't no competition, man. Pull up in the top is missing, the opposition in. All that lane switching, this is what the game is. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle Show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle Show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know.